So what's so special about Revit anyway? Well, in this video, I'd like to show you one of the most powerful features of Revit and how it supports the building information modeling paradigm, and that is the single coordinated model. So to demonstrate this, I've got a file open on screen here that actually has 4 different tabs open. So you can see that I'm looking at the aerial view, but there's also a door schedule here, an east elevation here, and a level 1 here. Now, what I'd like to do is tile all of these windows side by side on the screen. So to do that, I'll come over here to this View tab on the ribbon, and then I'll click this button right here called Tile Views. So that should create these 4 separate tiles and separate out those 4 tabs into those locations. Now, you can adjust the way that each of these views looks, and the easiest way to do that is to use the wheel on your mouse. So I'm going to click in the aerial view tab here, hold down the wheel on my mouse and drag just so that we can see the model a little bit better. So it was kind of off screen there. Then in the other 2 views, I'm going to click in the east elevation, just sort of put my mouse near this door right here and just roll up a few clicks to zoom in on that door. And then over here in the floor plan view, I'll put my mouse over here on the right-hand side of the plan. Don't click anything, just sort of put the mouse there. And again, roll up a few clicks to zoom in, and zoom in enough so that you can start to be able to read these numbers here. Now that we've got our views configured the way that we want, let's talk about what I mean by the single coordinated model. Now, what I'm going to do here is move my mouse over this door over here on the right. It's labeled door number 14. And I'm going to select the door itself. So not the label 14, but actually the door itself. And I'll click on it. And notice that it will highlight not only in the floor plan where you're selecting it, but also in the east elevation and also here in the aerial view. Now, if you need to, you can just roll your wheel in a few clicks here in the aerial view to get a better look at that so that you can see that it is in fact selected in all 3 locations. Now, to demonstrate a little bit further, I mean, selecting is nice and all, but let's go ahead and click and hold the mouse down on that door and then just sort of drag it up a little bit. Now, when I let go, watch the other 2 views and notice how that door moves in both of those locations. Now, if you were doing this in a traditional drawing paradigm, you would actually have to make that modification 3 separate times, once in the floor plan, once in the elevation, and another time in the 3D view. But I also have a door schedule open over here. So one of the things that I really like about the door schedule is that it is just another live view of the model. So if you look right here, here's door number 9, 10, and 12. If I locate door number 9 in the schedule and click, notice that it deselects the one I had selected and it selects 9 instead. Here's 10, scroll down a little bit, and here's 12. So it's very easy for us to go from view to view and select things and notice that they are being selected in those other views. But your schedule isn't just about selections. It also is a live view that can make changes. So notice that door number 12 is currently set to a door called large. Well, if I click right there, that's actually a pop-up menu. And it's a single flush door currently, but right below it is another single flush door called small. And I want you to watch the floor plan view. When I choose small, notice that that door will get a little bit smaller. So as the name implies, that allows us to adjust the size of that door. Now, it might be a little bit easier to see if we focus on this door again. So I'm going to zoom in over here near this door 14. I'm going to drag it kind of in the middle of the available space there. And then I want to make sure that we can see that door in all of the other views. Now that's door number 14. So I'll come over here and it's currently set to a single large door. Well, let's open up that pop-up. Notice that there's a double glass door at the top and I'll choose the large size for that. And once again, in all of the graphical views, you will see that door change. It will go from a single door to a double door, and it will update automatically in all the views. So the real power of building information modeling and Revit as a tool to facilitate building information modeling is that you are always working in a single coordinated model, and changes that you make in one view are immediately reflected everywhere throughout the project.